To be or not to be? That is the question. Hello, everyone. I'm Tucker.
And I'm Owen.
And this is our show.
Where we talk about a Tubi movie we saw.
A new movie in theaters that we saw.
And a recommendation of a couple of movies that we like that didn't come out recently.
And some of our quick favorites.
In about 30 seconds.
Titanic 2 is a 2010 film directed by Shane Van Dyke. It deals with a ship called the Titanic 2.
It's not a sequel to James Cameron's Titanic. It's called the Titanic 2 because it's named after the ship in the movie, which is this Titanic 2. Well, I guess getting right into it, I thought it was like probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. I guess to the very top of it, it's Shane Van Dyke. He's just a guy. He's not just any guy. He's Dick Van Dyke's grandson. I mean, it's like, why did this guy not do anything other than, this paranormal entity and like other knockoffs?
He's a nepo baby and really a terrible one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say in general, again, it's pretty much a generic disaster beside adventure sort of flick. They get on the ship, it starts sinking, it sinks. This isn't rocket science.
No, it's a simple thing.
It is Titanic 2, and you kind of get everything out of it that you'd think you'd get out of a movie called Titanic 2.
I was just nothing but angry watching this movie. The first time that because Shane Van Dyke, of course, he's the main guy. He's like the hero, right? Because why wouldn't he be? And so the first shot with him in it opens on this woman's ass, and it just starts on her ass and it just pulls up, and it's like, we didn't need that. It just felt useless. And then right after, it just shows, oh my God, who is this guy? What was this guy's? Do you remember his name in the movie?
No.
Whatever. So they're just trying to make him seem like he's this like hot playboy millionaire or whatever, and it's like not even like ironic. Like, it was completely unironic. He had just women in both of his arms, and it's like this whole time they're trying to make him seem like this playboy, and it's like the worst thing ever because he doesn't. But no, I was just mad. And then another thing that got me was the fact that like the two female leads looked the same. They had the same hair color, and they like.
Were they twins?
No, they were just friends. They were friends, and because one of them used to date Shane's character, and then like they were trying to reconcile, but I didn't get that. I thought she would just never have met him, and it was just like, hey, well, this guy's cool. He's got a lot of money. Let's see if we can make something work.
It was so similar. I saw a critic described it as, and I agree, it's like a wee cutscene every time they go to any sort of CGI. Apparently, and there's not only one tsunami, but two tsunamis.
I was lost at that
point.
point.
Like glaciers falling in the ocean. So you have some sort of like an environmental message, but there's not really any. This is not no nuance in it. This is not a Princess Mononoke. Mm-mm. I mean, that is a bold statement to say. Titanic 2 is not Princess Mononoke, but had to be said, folks.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you really want to see something, it is still available on Tubi, which is where we watched it. If you really want to see something while intoxicated,
I wouldn't recommend it, actually.
Really?
I
don't
feel
think it's
like
even good for a drunk watch?
No, I feel like I'd get even more mad. I think
So yeah, we don't really recommend it, but we don't, in the right context, definitely it might be enjoyable. At least that's my recommendation.
If I was to give it a relative score out of 5, I think out of all the bad movies I've seen, it's probably like a 1 out of 5.
I think I gave it a 1 as well. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, we saw the Minecraft movie like everyone else in the entire world did.
I saw it twice.
I haven't. I'm gonna see it another time, but it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, I think we're pretty different in our views on this movie. I think it's not a good movie, but I think it's a fun, not a good movie. The first time I saw it while I was sober and I had friends that were drunk. The second time, I may or may not have consumed a little bit of Kirkland brand vodka beforehand. And that did, I think, enhance my experience of the Minecraft movie. It is very much a movie that is not good, but you have to get on its wavelength. If you get it, if you're liking the memes, you're probably going to enjoy the movie. It does, in fact, give you the memes. What was your kind of general thoughts?
I think it's the death of art and creativity. Like, it's in its personification. I mean, it was fun. There was parts, I loved the Jennifer Coolidge parts, but by and large, this is a really bad step for adaptation movies in this regard. Because it's like, you can just sort of half-ass the whole idea of what this game is about, and it's gonna break $1 billion by the end of the month. But let's get into it. So this movie was directed by Jared Hess, who he did
Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, a lot of kind of classic
sort
of their generation sort of movies. I've never been a huge fan of either of those, but I think they're solid movies. I feel like their reputation kind of precedes them. Honestly, while I enjoyed Jack Black in this movie, it was kind of exhausting because he did the joking thing of just him saying Minecraft things in a Jack Black voice, in an extreme Jack Black voice, but he also did that on like random words too. Like he would just say a random, on a normal word, just do the same kind of intonation that he would on the other ones. I thought Momoa was kind of misplaced. I liked his character when he wasn't when he was in the real world. I thought that was kind of an interesting character and kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a self-reflection on Jared Hess himself, but I thought it was still kind of, I don't know.
Well, I think this movie, I guess, was talking about more about Jack Black. I think it was sort of another movie where they wrote Jack Black and not the character, because this just didn't seem like very different from Nacho Libre or from kind of like even like Po from like Kung Fu Panda. It just felt like, I mean, I like him. He's a funny guy. It's just there's not really substance to him. And same thing with Jason Momoa. I feel like they don't really know how to write him.
But I think we should also get to our favorite part of the movie, which is the Jennifer Coolidge dating a villager subplot.
And it was awesome.
Which probably was only about 5, maybe 10 minutes of the actual film. But whenever it happened, it was just, I mean, honestly, my favorite thing to say from this movie is just, your head is huge. That was my favorite of the meme lines, as they say.
I've noticed frequently that I've been saying flint and steel, just like do my laundry or just whatever.
Steel.
But Jennifer Coolidge, she made the movie great. I think she was the best part because I think she realized that she was just in some sort, just in a movie that wasn't really about the art, and so she just kind of went full in with that, the romance with the villager.
It was a scene which I think would probably be the most traumatic to children, which was the Enderman, like frying that kid's brain scene.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting.
During that,
I like that actually.
They had Jack Black as Steve with white eyes, so I'm like, okay, are they trying to like hint at something? Because I know, I mean,
it was twin brother Brian. He was a hero to him.
Yeah, so something like that. There wasn't any actual hints or anything. I don't want to say slightly disappointed, but I was slightly surprised that they didn't have any, that all they teased in the future was Alex and not the End or Ender Dragons, or they have Endermen but not any, and Ender Pearls but not anything representative of the more kind of finality of the actual game of Minecraft. I mean, it's really tough to say whether this is a representative video game adaptation, because I mean, there's no story in Minecraft. It's tough to say that, I mean, it kind of gets at the themes of Minecraft as a whole, but it's not really, it's tough to say, oh, this is inauthentic to Minecraft, because the stuff in the movie looked a lot like the stuff in the game.
I even saw that there was concept art of basically making it feel like the infinite loneliness of Minecraft, and it would, I guess they had concept art, I believe, of the end, showing that it was gonna be like Minecraft and not whatever this thing we got.
It was a bit hyper real, and it was kind of a live action sort of take, but it's getting, of course, making hundreds of millions of dollars. You've probably already seen it, so you don't need our recommendation, but honestly, I did kind of enjoy it. I did really enjoy it, even though it was, I do think, a bad movie.
I really don't mean to be the bad news guy, but It was fun. The VFX was great. And Jennifer Coolidge, she did her job, and it was great. But ultimately, I think it's a sour sign for the future of movies. I just feel like they can do whatever they want, and people are gonna, eat every piece of that cake. This is what they want, apparently.
Well, agree to disagree.
I don't want to.
So this is our 30-second segments where we give you some of our favorite movies that we've seen recently, and we give them to you in 30 seconds or less because brevity is the soul of wit or something.
Something like that.
I suppose I'll go first. The Verdict is a 1982 movie directed by Sidney Lumet, who was a great director, very underrated, 12 Angry Men, Dog Day Afternoon, that sort of thing. Paul Newman shines as an alcoholic lawyer trying to rebuild his life and help this really terrible medical malpractice case. What I love about this movie so much is that it is a movie for adults. It is mature, not just in its themes, but in its tone. It is a great movie. I highly recommend it.
So I decided my movie is Men in Black. It's such a great movie. It's directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. He's done great works like Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3, Wild Wild West. It's my favorite movie. It's 98 minutes long. It's about a cop who learns to be a good person because he learns that there's something more than just policing people in New York City. It's about keeping Earth safe from aliens, but in a nice way. He's just not trying to kill them. He's just trying to do a good job, and it's a great movie. I love the fact. Well, this is a wrap for To Be or Not to Be. We'd like to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in to watch this. I want to thank Isaac. I want to thank Josh, and I want to thank you, Tucker. And also I want to thank Ian. He was here, but he's not anymore because he has something to do. Is there something you want to?
Yeah, thanks to everyone that you just named, including myself, for doing a great job here. I guess you were here as well. To Owen, it was great to have you here on the show today. I hope everyone comes to GVTV because honestly, we make great stuff like this all the time. We're just doing nothing but putting out new things.
Great content.
Almost every week. It's just constant. We totally don't make two things a semester. You got to come there Monday nights in somewhere in Kirchhoff. And so yeah, come out and join GVTV. And we want to thank everyone for watching this episode. We hope to make more in the future if we aren't tarred and feathered.
Exactly. Just like that happened a lot. Who did they do that to? Did they do it to the
Your mother?
Benedict Arnold. They did it to Benedict Arnold.
We end on your mother. Benedict Arnold?
Yeah, the guy he was a traitor.
I'm a history minor. I should be bringing out the Benedict Arnold references.
Do you know who he is?